This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, this is Dale. Let's continue our education of my three principal method of trading. This is a laser focused system to unlock profits from any markets. We'll continue on part 4, and I'm going to go over to my Thinkorswim platform and show you how to set up the charts. If you don't have Thinkorswim, I think a lot of the things that I'll show you, you'll be able to do on your platform. If you get hung up on anything, you can just call the people or email the people and say, you'd like to do this to your chart. How do you do it? I've been a trader for 35 plus years. I trade on Thinkorswim. I'm not affiliated with them, but I think it's one of the best charting platforms available today. I'm a stock option coach, founder of www.optionsinfinity.com, which I believe is the very best option education website available today. Let me go over to Thinkorswim and we'll take a look at the chart setups. I have the chart set up on SPX, the Standard & Poor 500. And the first thing you'll see is that I have two screens set up here. I always like to look at a longer term screen on the left and a shorter term screen on the right. And I'm going to show you how to do that. On Thinkorswim, to set up two screens, you see these two boxes up here. If you click on that, you can set up any number of screens. You can set up 4 screens, okay? You can set up 2 screens. I like to have 2 screens, one longer term, one shorter term. Over here, you can see how you set up watch lists. This watch list I have with Amazon, Google, RUT, the SPX, and then the US dollar Japanese yen pairing for Forex. Then the E-mini market on the S&P, the Spider, and the double beta SSO. To do that, you just come over here to watch lists, and what you're going to do is you're going to set up a watch list, create a watch list, click right there, and you can name it whatever you want, and you put in whatever symbols you want. Once you have everything in there, you just say save, and you've got a watch list that's always up on the left-hand side of your platform. Now, since I have 2 screens, I come up here to the symbol link, and I link them to red so that both of those are linked together to my watch list. So if I want to take a look at the Google chart or the RUT chart, because they're linked together, it's just a matter of me switching from one to the other. Okay. The first thing I want to do, let's take a look at our left-hand chart. And in order to do that, I want to maximize the sell. And the first thing I want to do is change it from a bar chart to a candle chart. If you go up under style, see where it says chart type, you just come down here and select candle. Of course, the candle tells you whether it was a bullish day or a bearish day, where it opened, where it closed, and the excursion during the day. So it's very educational to me to look at this and say, okay, the market might have been up, but was it a bearish day or a bullish day? Gives me a lot more information than just the regular bars. Now I want to go under settings, and I want to go under equities, which is one of these top tabs. And I want to unclick where it says show volume. Now you're not going to have that on the SPX, but you would have it on Amazon, Google, and any stock. And I don't particularly need to see the volume, so I'll just unclick that, apply, and say OK. Now I want to set this into the time frame that I'm looking for. So I go back under Style, Time Frame Setup, click Time Frame, and for the left-hand side, what I want is 1 year, week, and it's already set there. So I just say OK. So I've got that set up. Now, what I want to do is I want to put on the standard deviation channel. To do that, I just come up to Studies, click on Studies, Edit Studies, scroll down, and I'm looking for Standard Deviation Channel. I want to double click on that, double left click. I want both the plus or -2 and plus or -1, so I want to have 2 of those up there. Then I come up to the little widget, click on the widget. This is the 2 standard deviation, plus or minus. What I want is the upper line to be a width of 3 and the color of gold. The middle line can be black. And the lower line, I want to have it at the width of 3 and the color of gold. Say OK. And that one is set. Now the next one I want to do is the plus or -1 standard deviation. So I come up here under deviation and I change that to 1. Here I want the upper line to have a width of 2 and the color of green. The middle line, of course, the regression line can be black. And the lower line is going to be green also. Click OK. And I have these both set, so I want to apply both. OK. And there is my standard deviation channel on the 1 year's worth of data week chart. In other words, every one of these bars is now a week's worth of price movement. That's all I want to do on my left-hand chart. So I want to come back up here and restore the cell size. And I want to go over to the right-hand side. And the first thing I want to do is maximize that to give me a little better feel for the changes I want to make. I want to go up under Style, Chart Type, change that to Candle. Go back to Style. I want to go to Settings, Equities, unclick Volume, Apply, OK. Then I want to come back to Style, and I want to look at Time Frame Setup. On the right-hand chart, what I want to do on the time frame is make this daily and 3 months of data. Click OK. All right. Now each one of these bars is now a day's price excursions. Want to go up to Studies, and I want to put on the Edit Studies. Go to the left-hand side, scroll down to Standard Deviation Channel. Double left click twice. At the 2 standard deviation, we want to set the width at 3 I color it gold. The midline or the regression line, width of 1, color it black. Lower line, width of 3, color of gold. So the 2 standard deviation line is set. Now I want to change this one to 1 standard deviation. The upper line can be 2, color of green. The regression line can be 1, color of black. The lower line we want as 2, color of green. Okay. Now I can apply both those and say, okay. Now, occasionally I want to, on the shorter term, I want to look at the 5-day exponential moving average line and the 8-day exponential moving average line in conjunction with measured moves. And to do that, you just go up to, under Studies, Edit Studies, scroll down on the left to Moving Average Exponential. Double left click, and I want the 5 and the 8, so double left click again. Okay, click on the widget. I want to change the first one to 5, and I want that to be green, so that's good. Say okay. The second one I want to be 8. Change this to 8. And that one I want to be gold. Say okay, apply, okay. And now you have the exponential moving average lines on your chart. Go back and restore the cell. And now I have the chart set up the way I want, with looking at the left-hand chart to kind of zero me in on what I want to do. And then I use the right-hand chart, which is a little shorter term, to actually do my trading. The other thing I want you to notice is down here, this gives you all the active tools. So if you left click on that, you can see here's trend lines, here's channels, here's the Fibonacci extension, Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so you've got everything right here on the active tools. The same thing is true with your longer term chart, active tools. Now, the only difference on time frame is for when I trade the weeklies, I never go out more than 10 days before expiration to sell a vertical spread on weeklies. Therefore, these two charts I use for longer term trades. For the shorter term trades, what I want to do is I want to come up here and change the time frames. So you just click on time frame setup. And here I'm looking at 90 days, which is basically 3 months. And I want to look at, let's see, I actually want to do intraday. So let's do this. Let's take this 90 days. And I like to look at 1 hour on the longer term chart. Just say okay there. And then on the shorter term chart, I just want to come up here to time frame, intraday, and I want 10 days and 15 minutes. Click OK. Okay, and now I have the two charts I use for shorter term trading. So the only difference between the two is for weeklies, I like the shorter term look, the 90-day 1 hour on the left hand side and the 10-day 15-minute on the right hand side, versus the longer term trades, the monthlies and the leaps. I like the 1 year worth of data and the week chart on the left, and then the 3-month with daily chart on the right. Once you have these, you can come up here and on the white space beside the bars, you can save the grid as, and then you want to name it. And you'll notice that here is the weeklies and Forex. Okay, you can see it's 90-day 1 hour, 10-day 30 minutes. So actually, I sometimes use 30, mostly 15. And then you can just click back and forth to the longer term chart. And there is the one year week chart on the left and the 3-month daily chart on the right. I hope you found this video helpful. In the meantime, if you want to explore more about Options Infinity, you can just go to our website. And I'm actually in, so I'm going to go into the members area. Now remember, on our website, if you want to become a member and have access to our reviews every Thursday and Sunday night in our every week Tuesday meetups, here's what you see on the members page. This is all our trades that we've made. You've got quick lessons and live walkthroughs and all the ultimate guides here and all the education you'll need. Remember, it's one price per month. You can cancel anytime. Our members get the weekly webinars taught by myself. They get the Tuesday and Sunday reviews. And by the way, our reviews were voted in the top 10 blogs worldwide by FeedSpot. You get alerts when I see a trade, either a weekly, a monthly, or a leap, vertical spread, or stock or Forex trades. And then all trades are posted on the website. And we've been in business for 10 years, and our average is 75% winners per year. And we win more when we win versus lose. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be talking to you when we go into video number 5. Bye-bye now.